Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here. So, Forza Motorsport is out. I guess it also depends on where in the world you live in too. However, over the last few days, I was fortunate enough to be given an early copy of Motorsport thanks to the developers over at Turn 10, and I thought to myself, you know what? Let's actually see how long it takes to fully upgrade one car. As for those who may not be aware, the new Forza Motorsport has a completely overhauled car upgrading system, where each vehicle has a total of 50 levels, and each time you level up your car, a specific upgrade can be unlocked. It's not necessarily a super complicated system once you get into it, just time consuming. Now, over the past few days, there has been a couple of cars that I have fully maxed out, and the one I will showcase in today's video is one of the cover cars for the new Forza Motorsport, and that is the 2024 Chevrolet Corvette ERAY, a hybrid American supercar that delivers 650 brake horsepower and can launch from 0 to 60 in just 2.5 seconds. And this is the very first car you actually drive when you first load up the game, taking it around Maple Valley. Now, you might be wondering how long and what did I do to get my ERAY fully maxed out to level 50? Well, over in the Rivals section under the Featured tab, there's the Welcome to Motorsport Rivals, where you essentially get to replay the initial drive of Motorsport, but instead your lap times will count on the leaderboard. And although I'm not the best driver in Forza Motorsport, I did find myself doing laps after laps, just trying to get as high on the leaderboard as possible. I believe I did around a total of 70 laps on top of other class-based rival events with the ERAY, and overall it took around 3 hours of actual driving on track to get my car fully maxed out. Now, keep in mind, all of the races I did was purely in Rivals mode. It may be a little bit quicker if you are in a race and constantly rotating to different tracks, as you do gain more car XP from overtaking opponents during a race, as well as beating your personal best segments on the track that you are on. But yeah, for anyone wondering, to max out your car, it will take anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. Alright, let's get to the good stuff, the car upgrades and what is available for the ERAY in the new Forza Motorsport. But before that, I've actually gone ahead and purchased another Corvette ERAY, because since my new ERAY is now at level 1 again, I can show you all the different levels in which you need to unlock the upgrades for this particular car. So for fuel and air, everything will be available once you hit level 11. With the engine, apart from the flywheel, from the camshaft onwards, it's pretty high, starting from level 23 all the way to level 35. Platform and handling, majority of it is quite low, apart from the weight reduction, which unlocks at level 20. Tire upgrades can all be unlocked at level 11. Wheel options can be customized as soon as you hit level 2. Drivetrain can all be unlocked right after level 10. Aero and appearance, apart from the rear wing, which can be unlocked at level 12, everything else can be unlocked at level 15. And lastly, conversion. So anything from engine swaps, body kits, and drivetrain swaps are all incredibly high at level 40 or above. And the thing is, with this new upgrading system, when these options are locked, you actually have no idea what's available until you reach that level. So sometimes you may be disappointed after spending so much time only to find out, oh no, this car only has these options available for a swap. I mean, what a waste of time. Alright, let's move on to my actual ERAY itself, that is at level 50. Okay, here we are. As we can see on the top, it says level 50. Now, let's move across to what everyone is probably most curious about, and that is the aero and appearance. So, beginning with the rear wing, the first option is an OEM sport wing. The next is another sport wing from Chevrolet, which I believe is seen on the C8Z06. I could be wrong. Now, also please bear in mind that you cannot pan your camera around while upgrading in this game, so if you see any of the shots placed in a horrible position, that's just how Turn 10 decided to do things, which is quite silly in my opinion. But anyways, next we move on to the Forza rear wing. This thing seriously looks hideous. Please, Turn 10, no more of this design anymore in the future. And finally, another race wing, but this time it's from Segala. Now we move on to the front bumpers. The first option is an OEM sport bumper, which is just a front lip change. Then we move on to another front bumper from Chevrolet with another different lip design, but also some canards too. And finally, we have a race bumper from Forza, which adds this massive front diffuser along with the tow hook. But now we move on to the rear bumper. There's only one option here, which is a racing one from Forza. Aesthetically, it doesn't look any different other than the tow hook. Now we move on to the hood. There's only one straight option here from Forza, and can you believe how much weight you actually lose by adding some bonnet pins? I don't know how it works, but I'll take the weight reduction. And finally, we have side skirts. The only option available here is from Chevrolet, and I will say this does look pretty aggressive. However, let's actually move over to the conversion tab and see what full body kits are available for the ERAY. And here it is. My goodness, look at this full racing body kit from Segala, which is the same brand as one of the rear wings that we saw. So I'm going to head back and equip that spoiler. And look at that, guys. A fully customized Corvette ERAY in the new Forza Motorsport. I can't believe I grinded 3 hours just so I could show you guys this, but it is worth it at the end of the day. Now, I'm going to show you guys all of the engine swaps available. There are 5 options available, but for today's particular build, I'm going to keep the engine stock, add twin turbos, and basically just max out everything. And here it is. My ERAY went from a PI rating of S759 all the way to a P937 with acceleration at a rating of 10, but the handling of this car is still quite poor at 5.7. Well, let's see if that's true or not. Okay, so I have around about 1327 brake horsepower at my disposal, and immediately, yeah, I got a brake super early, and yep, my gosh, the turning is horrendous. But coming out from corners, because it is all-wheel drive, I do get a lot of power. And I can see on the bottom right that I'm on medium tires right now. I should be on soft just to see how well this car can actually drive around the track. But oh my gosh, man, this thing does not turn, and I've already dirtied the lap. GG. GG. Now, just to let you guys know, I don't normally drive in third-person view in Forza Motorsport, simply because, you know, if I want to drive well, this camera just doesn't do it for me. I feel much more in tune with the car in first person, but for viewing pleasure, and of course, this is a customization video, I'm going to go in third person. All right, here we go. Top speed, Le Mans old school circuit, so there are no chicanes here. Let's see how fast my ERAY can go. Now, with all the aero, I don't have high hopes for it to hit 270 miles per hour, and it already feels like I'm maxing out now. 235, I've shifted to 7, and it seems like it's gotten even slower. So I'm going to shift back to 6 and see if I can maybe reach around about 240. No, I don't think I can, but if tuned correctly with the gear ratios, I think you could probably hit around 240 something with this aero spec. Maybe if I moved the downforce a little bit more towards the speed side, I could probably get 250, but I don't know. I don't know. I've got this body kit set up. I don't know when to brake here either. Let's hopefully I've got this correct. Oh my gosh, I think I didn't do too bad. I mean, the car can be tamed, but because this is the first time of me driving this car with apparently very bad handling and braking, along with a circuit that I'm also not that familiar with, it is quite rough, I must admit. But anyways, for those of you guys that also play Forza Horizon 5 will know that if you do play the new Forza Motorsport and jump on Horizon 5, you will be gifted this 2024 Chevrolet Corvette ERAY in Horizon 5. and chances are all of the customizations that we see in today's video will likely be available in Horizon 5 too. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video showing you a fully maxed out Corvette ERAY in the new Forza Motorsport. I do have another car that I would like to showcase tomorrow that I have reached level 50 as well, and it is a new to Forza car. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button as it really does help me out. And if you guys would like to see more Forza Motorsport content, please make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on. I do have a lot to say about this game, so stay tuned and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.